Hi there. It's January the 24th, and we're deep in the end of chapter 18 of John, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster, really. Chapter 18's been so full of Jesus being bumped from pillar to post, hasn't he? It's people are running scared, and you can sense the tension. You can sense the high tension everywhere in these verses. And so Jesus has been bumped from Annas, the high priest's father-in-law, and then on to Caiaphas, who was the high priest at the time, and then so all of these people he's been bumped on, and he's bumped from Caiaphas, sends him to Pilate at the end of chapter 18, and so we have this conversation with Jesus and Pilate, the Roman emperor, or the Roman chief, the top dog of the Roman army, and it's just this incredible conversation between Jesus and Pilate that we're involved with, and Jesus is so gracious. He's so anyone else would be kind of up in arms. They would be kind of fighting for their lives, wouldn't they? But Jesus, he doesn't. He's calm, and he's restrained, and he's gracious, and he's just quiet, like a lamb. And he can see all that is going to happen to him, but still he's just quiet and reserved and quiet, and has this conversation with Pilate, and it's quite amazing. It's such a telling chapter, I think. It kind of it's really indicative of our modern life, really. I can see as he goes through the converging kind of Greco-Roman kind of culture, the kind of the thought behind it, all of the thinking is so other than what Jesus is about, and so Pilate is talking to him, and he has this conversation with Pilate, and ends up saying these really intriguing words. Jesus is in verse 36 and 37. And from the Amplified version, it's quite rich. It says, Jesus replied, "My kingdom is not of this world, nor does it have its origin in this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would be fighting hard to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not of this world." And Pilate said to him, "Then you are a king." And Jesus answered, "You say correctly that I am a king. This is why I was born. And for this I have come into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth, who is a friend of the truth and belongs to the truth, hears and listens carefully to my voice." Everyone who is of the truth and belongs to the truth hears and listens carefully to my voice. And Pilate said to him, scornfully, he said to him, "What is truth?" And I suppose the thoughts of kind of our modern day with fake news, and with all that's happening in the media, and artificial intelligence, and not really, everything kind of seems really hazy and difficult to pin down of what the truth is, who's telling the truth, and it was the same back in Jesus' day. And it's amazing, isn't it, that he kind of, nothing's changed. Jesus knows. He knows so much of human nature. He knows it intrinsically, and it's all there. The denial of Peter, the kind of the being bumped from pillar to post with the kind of the leaders and all of these people who kind of don't really want anything to do with him, but the hatred that is coming through from the Jewish leaders and the Jewish nation is the hatred and the kind of the fact that they want him dead. They don't want him around. They want him dead. And so Jesus, but he's obedient. He's walking in obedience to his Father's wishes and his Father's commands, and he says, "My kingdom is not of this world." He says, "My kingdom is not of this world," and I think that's what I was talking to Simon earlier on. It's so obviously the kingdom is not of this world, and the kind of the light came into the world, but the world preferred the darkness. It didn't want the light. It preferred the darkness. And so this is just the same story years and years later after Jesus' birth. It's the same story that people just didn't want the light. They didn't want what Jesus had. They kind of rejected the truth. And that's what Jesus offers. He offers the truth. It comes at a cost. But he offers the truth, and that truth is our rock. That's the rock that we can stand on. That's the rock that we have in our lives. That is it doesn't give up, doesn't go away. It's eternal. This Jesus, he's amazing. So bless you guys as you go into the weekend, and keep on looking to him. Keep on seeking the truth. Keep on searching the scriptures for his voice, for his word. That goes deep into our hearts and deep into our lives and permeates our lives and makes all things new. Okay, bless you guys. Have a good rest of the day.